Do you have any horror high stories for you personally that you experienced?
Yeah. All right. So remember you just asked me about it. I'm tripping. Remember you asked me about a drug that I would never do. I did mushrooms 2 years ago, in Vegas for my girl's birthday. I'll never do mushrooms again. I broke my pinky toe, fucking around off the mushrooms in Vegas.
Can you explain how?
I really can't, man. Like I don't know what the fuck I was doing, man. Like, so we was about to leave. First of all, I didn't know you're supposed to microdose. No one told me you're supposed to microdose. So I'm in there just like throwing it back, eating the stems, the caps, everything, just throwing it back. I bought a 14 and a half ounce of it. So I split it with my girl. She took a 7 and I took a 7. Did you get some too, Easy?
Yeah.
Okay, so we all had.
But y'all got there the night before me, so.
Fact. So we had it before.
You called me on the phone with your problems.
I was tripping, bro.
I was still in LA.
I was tripping. So we about to go to a club. Before the club, we on the elevator, and someone was telling me I didn't really want to go to the club, like, cause I'm not the type of person I want to go out when it's just me and a whole bunch of girls. You feel me? So, like he said, he wasn't there yet, and my girl wanted to go out. It was her and her friends and me. So it's like, but whatever, let's go. As soon as I get downstairs off the elevator, I puke. Like I throw up so much. I never threw up this much in my life. Like I just throw up. I'm just throwing up, and it's never stops. Like not stopping. So after I'm done throwing up, I go upstairs. My girls stay downstairs to take pictures because like, they're like, fuck it, since we're not going to the club, we might as well just take some pictures and act like we did something. So she come back upstairs like 30, 40 minutes later. She's knocking on the door. Now we got these like big ass suites. So it's like a door. So my room, it's a door that closes, the room door, and then there's another door that you have to go open out to the hallway. It was like the room was like suites. So you got to open up the double doors, and then her friend had a room that was like right beside our room. You know what I mean? So their door was inside of our suite, inside the suite door. So I'm rushing to go open the door for my girl, and I hit my pinky toe on this chair. It was like a wooden chair, and that shit, like, when I tell you I broke my pinky toe, like I've never felt that pain ever. It fucked up my whole Vegas trip. And that was like the first night, if not the second night. It fucked up my whole Vegas trip. And I haven't done shrooms since. So that's a drug I haven't.
And that was your first time ever?
First time ever and last time.
Now, just for clarity, when it comes to this broken pinky toe, is this an assumption, or did you get it medically looked at and it was x-rayed and it was in fact broken?
It was just an assumption. It was me, but I know it had to be broken. Like I know it was broken. Only reason I didn't go to get it checked out is because someone, I don't know if it was VZ, my manager, but like there's nothing they can do for a broken pinky toe. You feel me? There's nothing they can do. There's no type of, because it's so small. You feel me? So the best thing they can do is ice it up and give you some painkillers or something. So I just had to dog it out, and you feel me? But if like I couldn't wear shoes the trip, I had to wear one shoe and a flip flop. Like my shit was fucked up. It was purple. It was huge. It was crazy.
And just for further clarification, this was for medical purposes or recreational at the time of use?
Recreational. It was recreational. We just trying to have a good time for my girl's birthday.
And was this authentic shrooms?
Yeah, it was. It wasn't like the chocolate. It was the raw mushroom.
Now, what does that taste like? Is there a taste to it?
It doesn't. It's like stale. It tastes like stale chips. It really doesn't have too much of a taste.
Is there a smell to it too?
No, not that I remember. Not that I recall.
And how much time surpasses before you feel that high feeling?
I think it kicked in like, excuse me, I think I threw up like the first hour and a half after taking them. And then after I threw up, it was probably like another hour once I broke my toe. But I was rolling the whole fucking tripping balls the whole night. I was probably like 4 in the morning. And we took it earlier that day, like at 9 o'clock at night, 8 o'clock at night.
And were you on any other drugs aside from that?
Just weed, just marijuana.
And how long do you think that high lasted for?
If I'm not mistaken, it was lasting me until the next day. I was tripping. Like I was in the mirror, like just looking at myself in the bathroom, looking in the mirror. Then I was like looking at my feet, like just like looking at. I was tripping, bro. I was tripping.
Now, were you still high after you woke up, or it ended when you woke up?
I think it was like a hangover type of a groggy feeling, if I'm not mistaken. I took way too much. I took way too much.
Now, had the broken pinky toe incident not happen, do you think you would have experimented with shrooms again, or
Nah, because if I didn't throw up and the pinky toe shit didn't happen, then yeah. But since I threw up, in my mind, I feel like I'm always throw up when I take it. But my man was telling me I should have microdosed. I just took too much.
anything else you want to mention about this horror high story?
Oh, that's it.
Just curious there. Now, previously, I asked you about the biggest misconception of you, and you answered that question. Now, I want to ask you this. Craziest rumor you heard about yourself?
I really don't hear too many crazy rumors about myself. Maybe I'm not famous enough yet. Soon, maybe, soon enough I will. But nah, ain't nothing crazy I be hearing.
Now, let's say a rumor does develop about you in the future.
Yeah.
What would your policy be, hypothetically speaking? Would you clear it up and address it, or sweep it under the rug and let people talk?
Honestly, depends on how big the rumor gets. It depends on how big the rumor gets. Because I honestly would just like sweep it under the rug and not talk about it. But if it's big enough where I have to say something about it, then I'm going to speak on it.
Is there a question you receive you dislike getting asked? Something you can't stand to answer, perhaps. Maybe it's a repetitive question, something you receive all the time. Could be from fans or strangers asking you this.
Nah, not really. Not really.